Had to start this episode with the air horn. Special request from my brother Alex, who loves this podcast, and we love him because he loves the podcast, and we love him other reasons too. But to be fair, he's the best.
Yeah.
We're back inside Cheeks.
That's our van's name.
Yeah, back inside Cheeks. We love it here. And we have a great episode in store for you, so thank you for tuning in, and stick around. So, folks, we've made it to day 24 out of 115, which is crazy to say, of the Vanture tour across the country. We have a lot to unpack. The number one most important thing I'll say, we're still friends. We're still getting along,
We are.
which is great. Now, the unthinkable has taken place within these 75 square feet of this van, a lot of which will not see the light of day.
Hopefully not.
But we are making it through, having a great time doing it. Last time we posted a podcast, we were in New Hampshire. We've traveled quite the distance since then. We are in Madison, Wisconsin at the wonderful, wonderful Cracker Barrel.
It's our home away from home.
And we decided to open up the doors and take on the semi-noises and the people walking by just so you could see we're here, just so we could represent, because this is home for us. This is where we feel most comfortable.
Yeah.
And
Especially you.
we're glad you're here. We left off in New Hampshire. And now we're in Wisconsin. So Taylor, why don't you take us through kind of the journey that we've had thus far?
It's going to be rough to go through each place because we've taken about a week off.
Yeah.
So we've got probably a little less than 2 weeks to walk through. But I think after we were in New Hampshire, we went to Vermont and stayed at Grand Isle State Park, which was lovely. We had the run of the lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we pulled up, there was probably over 150 spots.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
What
I'm
do you-
so confused.
Wait,
I'm
you
like
said
smiling
yeah.
and I'm like, oh yeah. What does that mean?
The run of the lot, is that not the saying?
But what do you mean by that?
Like when we got there, they were like, which spot do you want? There's so many.
Yeah, we could pick which one we wanted.
And so we stood there while the state park attendant highlighted 70 open spots.
Yeah, and we're just like,
And then, which was so kind,
Yep.
but then we had to take the map and drive through the whole state park and pick the spot we wanted, which was
Yes.
overwhelming.
yeah,
for
and I'm
both
thinking
of
about
us.
a senior citizen who rolls in there in their RV. They're 70 years old. Is that a
Yeah.
senior citizen? Is it
Yeah, I think
80
so.
years old. And
Good.
they highlight this map and they're driving around for hours trying to figure out which site they
Yeah.
want because they all look the same. They're all gray. Well, this one has more light. This one's on a corner. This one doesn't
Yeah.
have a neighbor. So with that, we took about 25 minutes, 30 minutes and
Too
found our
long.
spot. Yeah.
Too long, but we got to stay there for 2 days, which is like our favorite thing, as we talked about last time, just to have a little R&R, right?
Yeah. Those are the best days.
Yeah. What else did we do there? It feels like so long ago.
Yeah, it was just
There
a
was
cool
a dog
place.
beach. Not beach,
A dog
but
beach.
dog
Yeah.
spot. So Joby could go in the water, which he liked for about 2 minutes and then didn't.
Yeah, and those are the videos in the intro where it's the stone beach,
Mhm.
clear water,
Yeah.
which we grew up at Lake Ontario, and that is a dusty lake.
Yeah.
So when we see Lake Champlain and Huron,
Get it?
yep,
Mm.
when we see those lakes, we're like, oh,
Yeah.
this is how it could be
Right.
if we took care of it.
Yeah.
So
Not
Rochester,
us.
buckle up.
Yeah. But everyone.
We're shooting shots all day. So yeah, Vermont was cool. It was just cool to be in Vermont.
Yeah.
You hear so many beautiful things about it. And Grand Isle's awesome state park. And then, yeah, we just kind of went to the local saloon, rode our bikes there. And then the next morning, we needed to beeline it to Rochester.
Yep.
And we did it in a unique way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Another ferry.
Mm-hmm.
We took the ferry from Vermont to Plattsburgh.
Plattsburgh, yep.
Yes. And it was 5 a.m., pitch dark. We are on the front of the ferry. I'm unwell.
Yeah.
Because
Parking
it's
brake
so
on.
dark. I'm like, turn the
Seatbelts
car
on.
off. Buckle your seatbelt. Like, no.
Yeah.
Not my thing.
Pitch black. Scary. 15-minute ride across the
it wasn't
the pond.
bad. Wasn't bad. And then we had to book it. So we booked it from Plattsburgh to Rochester for Jesse and Joe's wedding.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yes.
That was a good time.
It was so fun. So good to see people from high school.
Yep.
Just, pick up where you left off.
Yep. Listen to some ratchet music. And, get down and dirty. And then go to Bill Gray's and DeBella's. Tully's and all the things that we missed from home. Clean out the van, do all the maintenance that we needed to.
Cook chicken like we said we would.
Yep, cooked up the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was Niagara Falls.
There's so much. I have another cheat sheet. Then we went to Canada. Yes.
Yeah.
Niagara Falls. New York side. We stopped there for a second.
What are they doing over there?
I don't know.
I've heard that the New York side is no good.
Yeah.
I saw it firsthand. There's so much opportunity, it seems like, there, where they're just not doing anything. You get to the Canadian side, it's beautiful. The flowers and just all the tourists are on that side. Yeah. Not really sure what's going on there. Leave a comment below and tell us what's going on the New York side of Niagara Falls. But yeah, dusty. Musty. Yeah,
dusty.
Not ideal.
Yeah.
But Niagara's cool. I mean, we see it every few years, and it's pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we drove through it. We didn't stay.
Yeah.
We didn't stay. We stopped at an Overlander, right?
Yeah, we did. So this was kind of sketch. Tell us about the spot where we stayed in Niagara Falls. That was a little outside of our
one?
Yeah, a little outside of our comfort zone.
Well, it was just there was like a boat ramp down the road, and then they were like, if you keep going, and this is on the app, they tell you exactly where to go. Keep going on your right, you're just going to see gravel. Turn in there. And we just turned in, and it was just like this circular gravel patch. And we were like, okay.
This is it.
We put our window covers up, and we were fine. No one bothered us.
But that's our biggest fear, or my biggest fear, because I'm a light sleeper, and if the police just knock on the door...
Which is why we're here. At
2 o'clock in the morning, and first of all, I don't know if it's a police officer.
Yeah.
It could be a burglar. It could be a murderer.
What about another
It could have been anything, right?
Yeah.
And then what am I going to say? The window covers are up, so I can't see who goes there. And it's the police. It's either the police or it's not the police.
Yeah.
It could be a murderer or a burglar. And I just don't want to deal with that.
No.
So I'm thinking about the potential of that happening when we're parked in these places that we shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Private property or whatever. So this was one where we just stuck it out.
Yeah.
Made it happen. Threw the Starlink up, watched some TV, and had a nice evening together.
Yeah.
Before we hit the road again the next morning. I mean, it's nonstop.
Yeah, no, it's
like
been
a day,
really nonstop.
A day where we're just chilling is rare, but so nice.
Yeah.
We just have a lot of ground to cover, and our goal is to get to the West Coast. That's where it's at. So it's gonna take us some time, and we gotta hit the gas pedal.
Yeah, but we after that we got up, went to London, Ontario, and stayed at a farm, which we've never been to a farm. Really, I've never been. Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
Never before. It was wild.
Yeah.
So cool. They explained everything to us. They had chickens, goats, cows, sheep, a watchdog named Casper, who was just the most precious thing. And they were so sweet and walked us through how everything works. Jack helped herd the sheep and chicken in at night. I don't know.
Feed the chicken.
Yeah.
I fed the chicken, and we moved their house through the prairie. What is it? The pasture.
The pasture.
Yeah, it was very interesting. We just asked questions, and they showed us around, and we bought some grass-fed meat from them, chicken and chicken wings and sausages and stuff like that to support their business.
Delicious.
Yeah, and that was through Harvest Host again. Free. They put their facility, their farm up on the app, and they just let people come there for free to bring awareness to farming. I guess.
Yeah, we don't really understand why they're on Harvest Host. We still can't.
Like, what is in it for them?
What's the benefit?
Why do they want that?
But I think that they're just like really extroverted people. They like to explain what they do on a daily basis. She's retired, the woman, which I forget her name.
He is too, though. Yeah.
He is too.
Rita and Michael.
Oh, Big Mike.
Yeah, Big Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we like pull up and we park and we're like, now what? We gotta so we're like, can we buy some meat from you? And they're like, oh sure. And then I'm like, can I help you with work tonight?
With chores.
Like, can we do something for you guys just because you feel bad? And they're like, do you want to plug in your RV to the power? And I'm like, now we're raising your electric bill? Like this
by
doesn't
much.
feel right.
Yeah, no.
But cool experience outside of our comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some more clips of that in the intro too. You can kind of see the goats and Joby running around, and they own 100 acres, and their brother-in-law owns 100 acres adjacent to them. Like, it's just a whole operation there.
Whole different world.
Yeah, cool though, for sure.
Very cool. After that, we went to probably my favorite place in the last week and a half. What?
A couple weeks ago, though, didn't stand a chance.
No, didn't.
Yeah.
I'm really gonna butcher this. So, Canada has provinces.
Yep.
Not
states.
Thank you. We stayed at a province park. Provincial park.
Perfect.
I think that's how you say it.
Done.
So, Pinery Provincial Park was beautiful.
It makes state parks in the U.S., which we haven't been to any national parks. I don't think. We will, but we haven't.
We've been to state parks, though.
So maybe it's just state parks, but man, they make us look stupid.
I know.
1,300 sites, cabins and bike trails that you've never seen before, right on the water, private beach access.
Yurts.
Yeah, they got some yurts. Google it. I don't know what it is. Google it.
Yeah, no, the bike trails I think were your favorite part. The water was mine, which shocked me. I never go into a lake or any body of water, honestly. Yeah. And I was like, let's do it. But it was fun.
Yeah.
We stayed there for 2 nights, which was wonderful.
Yeah, whenever we can get out on the bikes, we rode probably 25 miles, and they're electric bikes, so nothing crazy. But we just ripped it down to the main strip, which is called Grand Bend, Ontario, which is a hidden gem, beautiful little street with restaurants and bars, beach access, cool poutine places.
Yeah, they're open from Mother's Day to Thanksgiving in Canada.
Yeah, and it was just awesome. Yeah. We went back, and we just cooked on the fire and just had power and water, and we talked about that before. Having those things, it just makes life easier. You can rip the AC with the doors open. You don't have any rules at that point.
None.
So yeah, that was definitely a fantastic place that I would love to go back. And that's one of those places where you would never go, but now in the future when we have a family, we can say, hey, let's pick up the kids and let's go to Provincial Pinery State Park. Yep, Pinery Provincial State Park, and go spend a week there, because there's so many things for everyone to do, and you wouldn't know about it unless you lived in Ontario. Everyone we met they were like, you're from North Carolina? Oh man, I'd love to get down there. So it's just kind of for them, and it works.
I will say we were the youngest people there, though.
We always are. Yeah. We always are. We don't belong. Ever.
I know.
Yeah.
But in the best way.
We were doing a workout, not to boast or anything, but we're working out on the campsite. We're doing planks, and we got the freaking kettlebells out. And people are walking by, and they're just like giggling at us because they're all older.
Yeah.
And they can't get down like us. So it is what it is, but it was funny seeing that.
Yeah. But a lot of fun. I would love to go back there someday.
Absolutely.
Especially with little kids.
Yep.
Our kids.
Yeah, whatever. Somebody else's kids. Anyone,
our kids.
Anyone interested?
Yeah.
Any children up there watching this want to come with us in our van?
Oh, that sounds awful.
Yeah.
Anyway, woke up the next morning. I don't even know what day of the week that was. Thursday? Yes, Thursday.
Yeah, could have been.
And then could have been, and then had to cross the border. That man.
Why are border agents so mean?
I know.
We're so innocent. And we're doing nothing wrong.
No.
And he was just rude. We're not going to get into it because he's doing his job, but just not a great experience. If I was a Canadian and I was crossing the border. Stop at a border. And I'm going to the U.S. and I run into that guy, I'm turning right around. I'm going back to Pinery, Provincial State Park, and I'm going to stay there.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I 100% agree. But yeah, no, we crossed the border, booked it again to Detroit. Detroit.
Yeah. What?
I know.
No, let's start here. We park overnight. We go to a comedy show. Fantastic. Great time. We park overnight in this parking spot. It's $5.
Paid for.
Yeah, $5. And I'm like, hey man, any way we can spend the night here? And he's like, yeah, no problem. Like, there's no time limit. I'm like, fantastic. $5. That's a win. Put the window covers up. Go to sleep. We get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting the bikes all set up, making sure they're locked, secure before we head out.
Yeah.
And this car just comes barreling into the parking lot. This dude jumps out, older guy, probably in his 50s or 60s, and just beelines it towards me. And I'm like, it's dark out. I'm like, this guy looks like he's upset or he's sick or something crazy's going on.
He needs help.
Yeah. And he's like, what are you doing here? And I was like, what are you doing here? And he's like, I own the building. And it just was this whole interaction. I kept my cool. I will say this, one of the proudest moments of my life, I've always wanted to say to someone, when you get into I don't want to say altercation because I don't get into altercations. It wasn't
an altercation.
But when you
disagreement.
When you speak to someone who's rude.
Yeah.
And you end the conversation by saying, I hope your day gets better.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I said, your employee said we could park here. I paid him, and he kind of stopped talking and turned around. And I said, and I hope your day gets better. And we hopped in the van and we took off. But again, if I'm Canadian, I'm crossing that border and I'm talking to that border agent, and then I go to Detroit and I talk to that guy, this place is a little tough.
Yeah, no,
it's a little tough.
It is.
But yeah, that was so Detroit.
Yeah.
That whole situation.
Yeah.
He was dressed to the nines, going into work, and he just felt the need to.
He was probably upset.
And the car was on. The bikes were loaded. We were heading out, and he had the nerve to come over and say something. So, but that's part of that. Like, do we stay here? Do we not?
Should I stay or should I go down?
That's right. Yes. Yes.
Do you think his day got better?
I hope so.
I doubt
But I'm sure he was like, man, that was good.
Afterwards, he was like, I should have said, this is why your wife doesn't love you. But he didn't say that.
That felt right too, but I'm 30 now, right? I got to make wise decisions.
Yeah, you're very wise.
Yeah, and then we headed out of Detroit real early. Booked it again, and then we drove through the wee hours of the morning to dun da da da.
Oh, how could I forget Chicago, Illinois?
Wonderful place.
Yeah,
just an absolute gem of a city.
Yeah,
and we got there early, 9:00 in the morning. We're there. We're ready to rock and roll. We got a hotel room.
Really for him, but also for us.
Yeah.
Because it was hot, 80 degrees, beautiful weather. We've had beautiful weather.
Out of the 24 days, 23 days of sun. It rained a little bit yesterday in Wisconsin, but
not terrible though.
Beautiful days.
Yeah. So, had a real bed.
Yep.
Real shower. Yep. Air conditioning for Joby.
Yep.
He didn't bark when
we threw the eye masks on.
Yep. Yeah, it was lovely. Lovely. But then we got Cheesies. I will talk about Cheesies until the day that I die.
Facts.
Right?
Cheesies Pub and Grill.
Is that really what it's called?
I think so.
Just Google Cheesies.
Yeah, they got 3 or 4 locations, but the one on Belmont and Lakeview is fantastic.
Yeah.
We would go there all the time back in the day.
Yeah, when you were in college.
If you know me, if you visited me, you've probably been there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Chicago was great. Saw my buddy Gunther. Gumph. Met his new girlfriend.
So fun. We went to a dueling piano bar.
Fantastic.
Oh, so fun. And they paid. They paid. Did you hear that?
No.
They played Chappelle Roan.
Oh, yes. We love her.
Yeah,
very good. At the Pink Pony Club. I'm dancing at the Pink Pony Club.
Wow.
So good, yeah. It's these mics.
Good.
And then we bounced again.
It's been a lot of bouncing.
Yeah, we got some good food there. Saw Gunther. Always good seeing Gunther. Love that dude.
Yeah.
And then we went up to Racine, Wisconsin, where we saw my boy Troy from back in the day. Troy is fantastic. Taylor and I love Troy. He's a great dude. And he invited us to go to a festival in Racine, which only happens once a year. Voted best festival in Wisconsin in the past. And this is a small town, Racine, south of Milwaukee. And we went to Party on the Pavement with Troy. Haven't seen him in probably 5 years.
Yep.
Near and dear to my heart. We had a fantastic time. We ate the coolest food. We walked around. The dude knows like everybody in the city, so he's saying hello to everyone, and we're just kind of like, yeah.
The mayor of Racine.
The mayor of Racine. But great to see Troy.
No, I know. Just the best human
being. Great to see his wife. We're talking about his kids. They're all grown up, basically, it seems like.
They're 4 and 1. They're not anywhere near grown, but in Jack's eyes.
Yeah. But Troy and I met in Chicago, and it was great to see him.
Yeah.
And then...
where did we go?
We left that night. We hopped in the van. And we went to Milwaukee, which shout out to Milwaukee. Flying under the radar. No.
What was so good about Milwaukee? I'm really trying to rack my brain here. We slept in a parking lot.
Yeah, we did, but it just looked cool. Like pulling up to it, I'm like, okay, this is the real deal. Like Milwaukee's seeing like the Brewers stadium, and
oh yeah,
it was cool.
Is that the one that was covered? And
yeah, with the roof, which
rain?
is crazy.
Yeah, you don't even like baseball. I don't understand.
It was just a cool city. Cool. It was one of those cities where you're like, oh, it's on the water, it's cool, it's clean. It's.
Would I go back to Milwaukee? Probably not.
Yeah.
I didn't see enough. I don't really know what he saw that I didn't, but
yeah, we did park at a parking lot at the train station and went to sleep.
Yeah.
But Milwaukee's cool.
Got up, bounced again.
Hit the road, believe it or not. 2. Cracker Barrel in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yep.
No, shout out to Madison. I've been talking about Madison this whole time we've been traveling, and she's like, why do you like Madison? And I'm like, I don't know, it just feels right. And we've been here for 2 days. And Madison, Wisconsin is the real deal.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
University of Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Go Badgers, I think. Lake. Buildings. Restaurants.
Lake.
Lots of people running around, riding bikes. Cracker Barrel.
Dogs.
Ducks. And
it's been good.
It's been cool. Yeah, today was a day of just rest, relaxation, rejuvenation, acceleration.
Here we go again. Retoxification.
Yeah. What?
I don't know.
Yeah, now we're here.
Yep.
So, before we talk your ear off, let's jump into our segments. We're running out of time. But our first segment, Find the Joy.
Find the joy.
I'll get us started.
Oh, okay.
I got to just shout out Troy. That was my joyous moment. Seeing Troy, giving him a nice warm embrace after a long time of not seeing him, and just catching up, talking about old times, things we used to do, concerts we went to, and just seeing on the joy on his face too. And I think on yours too, right? Like you had a really good time.
I just really love him as a human being. He's just one of those people you meet and you're like, regardless of how much time goes by, I will always think of you with like so much love.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. So, and keep that short. What about you?
Pretty similar when I was in Rochester with my friends.
Absolutely.
I was having a moment when I was leaving. And I'm like, I'm having the best time of my life, but it's so good when we're all together. So love you,
and
Jesse,
tough.
Rachel, Sarah.
Yeah, especially you're 30 now.
I know.
You guys are still rocking, so that's admirable.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Rochester's great. There's always love in Rochester. Hopping in the pool at my parents' place.
Oh,
like old times.
with Joby.
Yeah, just like
I know
best.
Now with our baby.
Yeah, with
not
our
a
son.
real baby.
You get to see where we grew up.
I don't even. Yeah, he's back here.
Hey, Joby. Joe, come here, bud. Come here.
Come. The people want to see you, especially my mom. Mom, I'm trying. No. Okay.
No, you're sleeping. Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. Segment number 2.
Hit the right button. It's tapas time.
So good. You can do it all.
Me?
Sing, dance.
I
dance.
Dance. I'm going first for this one.
Rip it.
Tough battle.
Okay.
Tough. So we've got in corner number 1.
Okay.
DeBellas. Oof.
Yeah, but you had that your whole life.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay.
I've been gone since 2016, and it's been a long time.
Yeah.
He doesn't love it as much as I do, but I feel like some people might get it.
I mean, it's good.
Katie'll get it.
Yeah, she gets it.
Loves DeBellas. In
Yeah.
corner number 2, we've got, what do you think? Cheesies.
Yay!
And if you go to Cheesies, you either have to get the melt, which is my favorite, or the tenderizer, which is Jack's favorite.
This is a grilled cheese joint.
Oh yeah, we didn't
Chicago.
really explain what Cheesies was.
And it's just one of those places that's near and dear to our hearts.
Cheesies for life.
They do it right, and it's always a vibe when we pull up at Cheesies.
Yeah.
So that's good.
You?
I'm gonna go with Al's Beef in Chicago.
Really?
Yeah. So when I was in Chicago, I never really had Al's Beef. My buddy Nick enjoyed it. I never really had it, maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
But we got it this time. I was craving it for some reason, which is just a Italian beef sandwich, dip, with the gravy and
Do you
hot
want it
peppers and stuff.
dipped or wet?
Yeah, and I was like, whoa. It is 11:30 a.m. So I got it neither. I got it on the side.
Yeah, smart.
But it was really good, tasty. I tried to replicate it in Madison, and it didn't go well. But
no, you were
very
also
good
hangry.
food. Yeah, I will say a close second, since we're doing corners and all that.
Yeah.
I would say
Who's in
the
corner
Big
number 2?
Mac. So they had Big Mac poutine in Canada, which is
Ooh.
like mac sauce, ground beef, fries, onions, like a Big Mac.
Heart
We all
attack.
know what that's about. And that was really good.
So good. Actually, I forgot all about that, which is crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of other things too.
Yeah. I mean, just the food is wild. It's hard to pick every time, but...
And we try so hard to eat in here, but it's so difficult sometimes when you have all these places around you. But we're getting better. We bought all that meat from the farm. Like right now, the crock pot's ripping. It's got pulled chicken in it and, whatever from the farm. Raised in Canada, grass-fed, all that good stuff. We love it.
Shout out.
So good.
To the farm.
Yeah. So we're already taking up a lot of your time. So moving forward, what happens now? So we go to Minneapolis tomorrow.
Yep.
Minnesota. We're going to go to a Fred Again concert. Fred Again, DJ, music maker, very talented gentleman. We're going to see him perform tomorrow. And then we're going to head up to Duluth. And then we're going to head over to Fargo.
She go wherever I go. It's Fargo.
Yep, it's going to be dope. And we're hopefully going to take some days where we can just chill, relax.
Yeah.
Catch up on what we need to catch up on.
Mm-hmm.
Read some books. And then we'll head to...
Who knows?
I don't even want to go
Let's
that far.
not even plan
it. We had deadlines over the past couple weeks. We don't have any deadlines anymore. We're going to go out west. We're going to have a great time.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been crushing it.
Yeah.
We have everything we need. We go grocery shopping. We got all the things you could imagine. The Wi-Fi works. Yeah. And we're taking care of ourselves to the best of our ability.
I think we're doing a really good job. I feel great.
Yeah, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I think we had 200 people watch an episode, and I was like, whoa, that's a lot of people. I don't know 200 people. But keep watching. Keep sharing. And from the bottom of our hearts, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.